Congratulations on a fantastic event today. Now, of course, you all work very closely with the Ministry of Industry and Advanced Technology, and you're helping manufacturers today really move from strategy to implementation, everyday operations on the ground, and really identify where the gaps are. Yasmin, if I can start with you, what were your key takeaways for the audience today?
Actually, it's just bringing all of them in one platform and connecting them with our partners like Emirates Development Bank, bridge the gap between of them and make them aware and enable them with a partner like Handle.
And of course, Mohamed, let me bring in you here because the work you are doing with Handle is tremendous. And you've met with a number of companies today to see if they're able to begin their assessment to eventually look at financing with Emirates Development Bank. And I understand you're giving back to the community. You're actually doing this initial stage free of charge.
We understand that they are able, but more enablement is needed because that's why we are here today under one ecosystem brought to us by Maxbyte and the Factory Science. So we are proud to be part of this joint forces today with Emirates Development Bank to close the gaps and identify together how far we can reach with those manufacturers because they have great work on the ground. They do develop great operation capacity. They have already done with the assessment, ITTI assessment, and they are very ready to get the EDB financeability. So helping them accelerate the process and just putting this into our technology and our system with our advisors that they can close the gap and deliver the bankable application to EDP, at least we are able to help an average of 250 factories today. So today we have met with a few number of them, but we are meeting many of them through an execution platform. This is where we come today.
And Mohamed, I think that is what makes it so interesting. So Etienne, let me bring in you here because we know that thousands of manufacturers in the UAE have completed the ITTI index, and yet they haven't been able to access finance. So what is it that makes a local manufacturer bankable today? Where do we bridge that gap?
Well, there are really two parts to it. One is the project, the investment project needs to be viable and make sense at the root of it. But at the same time, on top of this, they need to add one layer to convince the bank that they are right for this investment. And for this, they need to demonstrate that the business is very clean, very well operated in many different aspects, including the legal aspect, compliance. The business plan must be correct. They need to know exactly how they will use the funds, how they will deploy it over time. So the exercise for them is about making sure that their plan is very robust, but then going the extra mile to proving that and making it easy for the credit committee to extend the loan.
So really holding their hand every step of the way. Yasmin, you, of course, were our host today, and you've had tremendous success in the market. Can you give me some examples of companies that you've helped to transform?
One of our customers that we help, as I say today, like there is 3 of them, they attend the session from the program of ITT assessment. And one of them is Abu Dhabi Precast. They wanted to now to take the next step with a roadmap transformation beyond the ITT and to give to the ICV because Mr. Mohamed and the team as well, they have been mentioned about it and the value created for the factory itself as an operational and even procurement and business expansion. So this is really, it's one of things like you can notice as a results of the immediate results for the session today.
It makes a big difference, doesn't it? Now, Mohamed, we know the UAE is investing significantly in manufacturing today. We've seen EDP have plans to deploy 1 billion dirhams to different manufacturing. And of course, this is at a 0% interest rate as well, which really is quite remarkable. Why has it become such a priority for the UAE? Obviously, we've seen the Iranian conflict really accelerate things, but the UAE has been on a diversification path for a while.
So as you know, the UAE has been planning long time ago for a long-term vision to diversify the economy and the resources of economy. So the UAE has been into the diversification of GDP to be non-oil based GDP. 2025 was a great year. At that time, there was an issue with Hormuz. There was no an issue. There was no stress. But it was the vision that was leading for the 2031. This vision has been just accelerated with the situation, accelerated to achieve much more faster. accelerated to develop much more potential capacity for the UAE to contribute domestically for the GDP and also the in-country value, and also to contribute to the international trading platforms with an in-country value that can deliver the UAE products internationally and become a huge competitor to the diversified economy worldwide. When it came to the stress time under the Hormuz time, it was a repricing of the economy, economic repricing. It was change of the shipping routes. And this brings here the Ministry of Industry and Technology with their vision about the resilience. So they came with a very important topic and they have built great awareness about it. Everyone has understood that there are different initiatives that can develop different routes for shipping, reduce the prices, reduce the cost, and this has enabled the resilience of the UAE national economy internationally. If any other country without this preparedness, they wouldn't be able to survive that. What we have seen during the crisis time, that the UAE has proven the model of UAE. So we have heard recently about the initiative of Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, Dubai it. So it became a model internationally that it is Dubai it. It's let's make it UAE. UAE is leading the model of preparedness. Preparedness does not wait when incidents of what we have received to the Middle East and to the GCC has to come and come again with more new issues. One issue that might come is a case study. It's a case reference for much more preparedness and resilience for the future. Here comes the in-country value, the accelerated program to deliver much more of an operation capacity, production capacity to different economic sectors through industry and manufacturing, because it is essential to every business. It is essential for the logistics part, it is essential for the food security, and it is essential for the self-sufficiency of each country. So when the UAE is developing this, they are not just bringing security inside, they are bringing security to the whole region.
Absolutely. And I think it's that ability to be able to respond quickly, to pivot, and really to turn a lot of these challenges into new opportunities. Etienne, final thoughts with you today. For all the companies who joined us today, if you had one key piece of advice for them on what their next step should be, what is it?
The easiest piece of advice is keep on. It is daunting to actually prepare to raise funds this way. But the support that the government is providing to the project in the 5 selected industries is tremendous. So they need to keep in mind that the help is there. They need to keep on. We will help them, and for sure they will succeed.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and congratulations on a fantastic event.
Thank you.
Thank you.